A lot of people think a higher income automatically means you made it. But some of the most stressed people you'll ever meet are not broke on paper. They make good money, they dress well, they look stable. But behind the scenes, the money's already gone before the month even settles. Bills are higher, pressure is higher, debt is heavier, and one emergency can still shake the whole house. That is the trap. Not low income, high income with no real protection.
There is a kind of poverty nobody talks about enough. It is not always the kind where a person has no money coming in. Sometimes it is the kind where money comes in, but it cannot stay. That is a different kind of stress, because from the outside, it can look like success. Nice apartment, nice car, good job, better clothes, maybe even a little respect from people who used to overlook you. But inside the house, it feels nothing like wealth. It feels like pressure. It feels like trying to keep up. It feels like being one bad month away from falling behind again. That is what I mean by the high-income poverty trap. And for a lot of Black people, this trap hits harder because it does not come from one problem. It comes from a pile carrying old survival habits. It comes from family pressure. It comes from trying to look successful before you are financially secure. It comes from debt. It comes from helping everybody while barely protecting yourself. It comes from earning more but never building a system strong enough to hold what you earn. That is the trap, because high income is not the same thing as wealth. A person can make $80,000, $100,000, even more, and still live like they are financially fragile. Why? Because income only tells you what comes in. It does not tell you what leaks out. And that's where people get fooled. A bigger paycheck can hide a weak foundation. It can cover the pain for a while. It can make the lifestyle look clean. But if there is no emergency fund, no plan, no real ownership, no protection, and no discipline, then the higher income just buys a more expensive version of instability. Now the rent is higher, the car note is higher, the insurance is higher, the expectations are higher, the image costs more, the pressure to help other people gets bigger too. So even though the money went up, peace never came with it. That is why some people feel confused. They say, I'm making more than I ever made, so why do I still feel broke? Because more income doesn't fix disorganized money. It just gives disorganized money more room to move around. And for a lot of Black earners, there is another layer. Sometimes that paycheck is not feeding one life, it's feeding multiple emergencies. Helping mom, helping siblings, helping grown children, helping relatives who are struggling.
Helping people because nobody else can. And let me be clear, that instinct comes from love. It comes from community. It comes from history. It comes from knowing what it feels like when nobody shows up. But if that help has no structure, it can slowly turn one strong earner into the entire family's emergency plan. And that is dangerous, because now your income is not building wealth, it is plugging holes. Important holes, yes. Real holes, yes. But still holes. So the person making the most often ends up looking successful while feeling trapped. That is a brutal position to be in. And then there is image. This one hurts because a lot of people do not even realize how much money image eats. When someone comes from struggle, the first signs of money can feel emotional. You finally want the nice car. You finally want the cleaner neighborhood. You finally want the shoes, the watch, the phone, the vacation, the furniture, the life that proves you are not where you used to be. And I understand that, I really do. Because when you've gone without, every upgrade feels like healing. But not every upgrade is healing. Some upgrades are just new chains with better lighting. If a raise comes in and the entire raise instantly gets assigned to a more expensive lifestyle, then the income grew, but the freedom did not. That is the trap. The money came in the front door and ran right out the back. And now the person has to maintain an image that costs them more every month. So they work harder, stress more, rest less, save less, invest later. And before they know it, they're high income and still financially scared. That is not wealth. That is well-dressed survival. Another big reason this trap keeps happening is debt. High income can hide debt better than low income. That's why it's sneaky. A person with a good salary can keep making the payments. Minimums get paid, the car stays outside, the cards still swipe. Everything looks fine. But inside, interest is eating tomorrow's money. And when debt becomes normal, people stop seeing how much future income they already spent. That's why some people make good money for years and still have nothing solid to show for it. No real savings, no real cushion, no real ownership. Just a polished life built on monthly obligations. And then one emergency shows up and exposes the whole thing. That's when people realize they were never standing on wealth, they were standing on timing. And timing always runs out. Real wealth looks different. It doesn't start with the paycheck, it starts with what the paycheck is told to do. That's the shift. Because the people who escape this trap usually make one major change. They stop treating money like relief and start treating it like responsibility. They stop saying, "What can I finally afford now?" and start asking, "What can I protect now?" That question changes everything. Now the raise doesn't automatically become a new bill. Now part of it goes into emergency savings, part of it goes into debt payoff, part of it goes into retirement, part of it goes into ownership. Part of it stays liquid so one surprise doesn't wreck the house. That's when income starts becoming wealth, when it has structure, when it has boundaries, when it has purpose. Because the truth is, a lot of people are not one raise away from peace. They are one system away from peace. That system might not look exciting. It might look boring. Automatic transfers, a spending cap, a 6-month emergency fund, less car than you can technically afford, less house than you can flex online, more privacy, more paperwork.
Better insurance, a will, a real budget, a serious plan for debt. That stuff does not look glamorous, but it is the reason some people never look rich and still never seem to collapse. They are not lucky. They are structured. And maybe that is the hardest lesson of all. A lot of people want the feeling of wealth without the discipline of wealth. They want the comfort, the image, the freedom, the respect, but they do not want the waiting, the saying no, the private progress, the boring months, the delayed upgrade, the smaller flex, the financial boundaries with family, the uncomfortable decision to stop funding appearances and start funding peace. But that is exactly where the breakthrough is, especially for Black families, because when wealth has historically been easier to interrupt, then protection matters even more. Keeping money matters even more. Liquid savings matter even more. Ownership matters even more. Paperwork matters even more. Teaching the next generation matters even more. This is not about telling people not to enjoy their lives. It's not about guilt. It's not about pretending nice things are bad. It's about order. It's about not letting the appearance of progress replace the substance of progress. It's about understanding that a high income can be a blessing or a trap, depending on what kind of structure holds it. And if you want to break that trap, the answer is not just to earn more. The answer is to make your money harder to destroy. That means your first priority is not applause, it's cushion, not proving, protecting, not performance, position, not looking rich, becoming stable. So if you're making more money now, this is the season to get serious. Not scared, serious. Build the emergency fund, cut the debt, slow the lifestyle inflation. Stop letting every raise become a new monthly burden. Separate helping people from destroying yourself. Protect your home, protect your future, protect your peace. Because the goal is not to be the person who looks the most successful at the family gathering. The goal is to be the person who can survive bad news without everything falling apart. That's real progress. That's real wealth. And that's how the high-income poverty trap finally gets broken.